Our next speaker is Bettina. Bettina is a copywriter and editor, a mother of 2 teenage boys, and a ballroom dancer. She's also the author of Dare to Dance, and we have some books over there, which, if you're interested later. It was published in April 2022, and it's the story of how a massage, must have been a bloody good massage, because it was the catalyst for her to turn her life on its head. I need to get this massage therapist's name. You're about to hear a lot more about it from her, so please welcome to the stage Bettina.
I had no idea that a massage would change my life. But that is exactly what happened on the 31st of December 2016. It was literally a 19-minute spiritual dance that turned my life upside down. And it was at the end of a year that was quite challenging for me, professionally and personally, with me entering the unsettling phase of midlife. So my husband and I had decided to spend the last week of the year in one of my favorite yoga and wellness retreats in the hinterland of Byron. And I had been there many times before, so I thought, I know this place, it's all good, but little did I know what would happen this time. The moment I set my foot on the property, it started getting really weird. Every day in these 5 days, I started getting signs from the universe. I don't know, like people spoke to me in a different way. And it all culminated in this really magical massage treatment at the end of the week, on the last day of the year. And 2 days before, I never had heard the word kahuna, and I had no idea what it meant. So I ended up having one of the kahuna therapists on that day, and it was magical. I tried to describe it in my book, and all I could come up with was kind of saying I was floating in an ocean of love and compassion. And at some point I felt that this guy and I were one person. It sounds really cheesy, I know, but it was really, really a wonderful experience. And I could still, days and weeks afterward, I could still feel his hands, wrists and forearms, elbows all over my body. Anyway, at 90 minutes, it was over, and I had this rose-scented water mist on my face, and I knew I needed to get up and leave this room. And he said to me, "Thanks for the dance," which I didn't really understand then, but I was so confused anyway. I went out of the massage treatment room into the relaxation area, and I remember I was sitting there for 1 hour, staring at the tropical garden around me, and everything seemed to be more beautiful, more vivid, brighter colors, I heard the birds, the water feature, everything. I was so peaceful. And I didn't want to leave this space. And the other thing I heard in my head was like an old tape on auto repeat: something is going to change. Something is going to change. Something is going to change. It drove me crazy. I thought, what the heck is this? What is going to change? And anyway, I didn't get an answer on that night. Obviously, it was New Year's Eve. I had to get up. We had a champagne reception in the retreat. Next day, I was sitting in a plane home with my husband, and everything seemed like it always used to be, but underneath the surface, nothing was as it used to be. I was totally confused. I kept sitting. I remember that, like the first 2 weeks in January, there's not a lot happening here in Australia, so I kept sitting on our deck, staring to the boats on Middle Harbour, and kind of wondering, what the heck was that? What is going to change? What's happening? I started questioning everything and anything in my life, and the urge to talk to someone grew more and more every day, and I thought, I'm getting crazy here. My sons drove me crazy. I couldn't talk to my husband, and so anyway, I kind of thought, I need someone. I need to find someone, and I went through all my business cards and ended up finding a card of a life coach who I had met a couple of months prior in Manly. And I thought, yeah, I call her. She was nice. She doesn't know me. That's great. So a couple of days later, we had a chat, and I poured out my heart, she listened to my story, and then all of a sudden she looked at me, grinning from one ear to the other, and said, "Oh my God, you are in an exciting phase of your life. This guy has freed up your feminine goddess, and she must have been hidden for a long time." And I looked at her, what? Oh, what the heck is she talking about? Anyway, but also in these pivotal moments in our lives, we have two choices. And one is to take this situation as a springboard for change, and the other is to just become a victim of our circumstances and do nothing. And I had no idea what was going to happen, but I knew I need to explore this thing, this path. So this was the beginning of many weeks of life coaching sessions, and really deep personal work, very challenging. I was crying more than once for 90 minutes in her sessions, but it helped me because after 3 months, one morning, I went into her house and I said, "Karina, I know now what's going to change." And she said, "What?" And I said, "I am done with my marriage. I'm going to leave. I need to get out of there." And she said, "I was waiting for you to tell me that." I said, okay. Now, once I voiced this, total overwhelm, because I had no idea what to do next. Anyway, she helped me, going step by step. And during this really challenging year, which was one of actually the most challenging year in my life, I made some conscious choices. And I thought I'd share them with you, maybe one or two, find some helpful things with that. So one of the things I decided to do was to start my day with a morning routine, which included meditation and mindfulness practices, journaling on gratitude, writing down everything that just popped into my head. And a lot of reading. I found a lot of solace in Buddhist philosophy books, like this philosophy of life resonates very much with me. The other thing I did was regular exercise. So I thought the healthier my body, the healthier my mind, and I need to be on top of my game this year to get through this really hard year. Then I decided to make some changes in my diet. I had already started reducing red meat. I let go of dairy. I was really mindful about what I was eating and drinking. Another choice I made was a really nice bedtime ritual. So this could include a nice shower, hot bath, some nice body lotions, just some nice stuff for myself, and more journaling and more reading, to just kind of bookend my day and try to get some sleep, because I had a lot of sleepless nights in that year. And then another choice was really to surround myself with positive people, and people who understood what I was going through and had my back, because unfortunately I lost a few friends, good friends I thought, who could not deal with the fact that I had decided to leave my husband of 23 years without having an affair or something. And so the year went by, and at the end of 2017 we then finally agreed on our property settlement, and my husband disappeared with our sons, who were 15 and 12 at the time, for a week holiday to Adelaide to see his mother, and I was like so happy I was alone at home. I knew we would need to sell our family home, which was always family home basically, because when we came from Germany they were only 6 and 3 and didn't remember a lot from that time. So I took the time to grieve, to cry, to just let happen what happened, and to say goodbye to the house. And then on the 1st of January 2018 I made another life-changing choice. I had nothing to do. I was sitting alone at home, and I thought, I just might watch a movie. And then I opened the drawer. We had some DVDs. That was a thing still 4 years ago. Anyway, I found Strictly Ballroom. And I thought, that is a good one. That's nice. And music and dancing. Let's have a look at that. And while I was watching this movie, I heard another voice saying, "Go back to the dance school." And I said, what? Anyway, I thought I had by now learned to listen to my body, and I took my laptop, Googled dance schools on the northern beaches, found a dance school. 2 days later, I had my first complimentary lesson. And I was like, what am I doing? When I opened this door, I thought, I'm 52, I go to a dance school, oh my God, you know, what's going to happen? And then my dance teacher was 25. He was introduced to me, and because I had mentioned that I had some dancing experience from when I was 15 in Germany, we all would go to a dance school, that was like 35 years ago. And he said, okay, let's start with foxtrot. And I thought, oh my God, I haven't danced foxtrot for 30 years. That doesn't matter. He said, you can walk, you can dance foxtrot. I thought, okay, let's do it. And we started dancing foxtrot. It went really well, and we started dancing lots of other things. And I was hooked after 10 minutes. And that was 4.5 years ago. Now, these days, I'm competing in international ballroom competitions with my coach. And dancing is my never-ending fountain of joy. I wrote a whole chapter in my book about what dancing means to me. It's literally, apart from having lots of health, positive health impact on your body, it's fun, entertainment, it's exercise, it's mindfulness, it's spatial awareness. It's just amazing. And the ballroom dresses are the best of it if you can dress up. Anyway, I just want to share, because my vision for this memoir is really to inspire women to celebrate midlife and to take a step out of your comfort zone, to do the scary stuff. And I learned 3 big things which I want to leave you with on my journey. I'm still on a journey of, I don't know where it goes, it's still going. And one of the 3 things literally are, number 1, everything we want is on the other side of fear. Number 2, you only grow outside your comfort zone. So if we always stay where we feel comfortable, nothing will happen, nothing will change. And the third one is actually, I read that in a book from by Louise Hay. She said that your power is always in the present moment, and what you think and say today to yourself will determine your tomorrow, the next day, the next week, month, and year. And so, to finish off, I want to quote one of my favorite meditation teachers, David G. You find his meditations everywhere. And he said in one of the meditations, in every moment we have a choice between a grievance or a miracle. So choose wisely. Thank you so much for listening.
So much, Bettina, and I'm not joking, I would like the number of your your massage therapists, and the trip to Byron won't go astray either, so move over Bali, I'm happy to head to Byron. I so love your message, and I completely get where you're coming from. I mean, I'm slightly past my midlife, well no, actually if I live to 96, I'm about there. And I just think, people call it a midlife crisis, but I just think these are the best years of our life. Who's 40 plus and agrees? Yeah. I think the young people gave it the, Dad, you're over 70, you don't count. I think the young people gave it that name. I think midlife has really bad PR. I think they needed good PR. No, anyway, thank you, Bettina. The joy listening to your story was amazing. And Bettina has her book here, Dare to Dream. If anyone wants to chat to her and buy a copy, she'll sign it for you and throw in the card of the massage therapist where she's at.